Hey, how you doing? Thank you for tuning in. I keep doing the same thing. I'm shooting this from an HP Stream laptop, right? And it's like I keep like I'm getting into the whole concept of movie making using a portable laptop device, preferable to a tablet because of the stability thing. You carry the computer like a tray. I used to be a server at a restaurant. If you are in Fairfield or Stamford, Connecticut, you may be familiar with Trumbull Mall, which is next to Bridgeport, the city of Bridgeport, the city of Trumbull, city of Stamford in Connecticut. Not Stamford like the university, like Stanford, the university. Stamford with a Mary, a Mike, not a Nancy. Anyway, guys, at sign bipolar Muslim addict. Thank you for visiting my channel. I've only got 9 subscribers. I guess, yes, it is important. I'll confess to have subscribers. Please send me comments. Every comment, even if it's random and multiple comments from the same person, like, I don't know what I gotta do. Like, I've been going crazy because I had a video, like a few videos ago, okay? And that video was like out on bail, by the way, out on bail. And my message, like really, like I hold up stuff and I try and get the first shot of the first frame, first few frames of the video I'm shooting to be my thumbnail because I'm too lazy to make thumbnails and I just don't believe in them. I think if you have like the correct first few frames, you'll be all right. So yes, weed and bail papers. I may as well just show you. If you are bipolar, this is at sign bipolar Muslim addict. Okay, at sign A Rational Muslim was last year's YouTube channel, or you can Google Zaidi Boy, Zaidiboy. It says on the packaging here somewhere. Okay, if you want to freeze frame that and read that and confirm that for me, send me a comment. I'll send I'll send you a book. Like right now, something really weird happened. I just put this. Oh my god! Like this weed bag, like the computer. It's really freaking me out. Like I'm anxious to talk here. Like I got roommates that are listening. It's like I'm so like stressed out because of like the roommate situation. Like these fucking guys, like they called the cops on me. They've stolen my stuff. They've taken advantage of my niceness. I continue to clean up. I've bought like detergent and products and different things like this, and I can literally feel the demons. I have to say, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billahi al-ali al-azim. So, in honor and tribute to Grant Cardone, I have on my person Yo, a Texas. I'll prove it to you as well, right, guys? I got the props here, by the way. Like, this is my room. Like, so, like, I got everything I need in here. Like, that's a $60 Andy Warhol book. And that's like a new Bluetooth speaker, my gloves for working out, like the stuff I'm working on today. Like, my new prayer mat is a futon. Anyway, like or like my new prayer mat is basically the top of like some kind of chair, right? Some lawn chair. So guys, it does say on the fucking label here somewhere, like I need to re-up my prescription lenses and things like this, but I'm pretty sure it says here, yeah, long-lasting consequences, isn't that? Whatever. I'm sorry to say, like this is the federal government making billions of dollars off of cannabis. There's nothing on here. Like the labels now now that I've noticed, like this is a problem. I'm a purist. I'm a good guy. I'm not a bad guy. It's all about the kids is my tagline here. Like kids, if you have bipolar issues or bipolar as far as I'm concerned, it's the same as being schizophrenic, right? Because you have multiple personalities based on if you're manic or depressed or where you are on that spectrum. Okay, that's personality disorder as well, which leads to social anxiety and all these kinds of things, depression, anxiety. All this is bipolar, right? Schizophrenia and then psychosis. Yeah, like you be the judge. When I get like the problem is right now that I just can't get any peace and quiet. Like somebody asked Prophet Muhammad. So yeah, this blazer says Texas. I just wanted to show you this. Pew! So I got my little spotlight here. Oh, and I'll just light myself up. Good old Texas. So this is a reminder to myself that, yo, Grant Cardone, listen. I'm sorry, listen. If any part of your funnel is shit, then you're shit. If one of your sales guys is shit, then what happened? Like I went like Grant Cardone, like I met this guy, his name is Andreas. Okay. I think he's got, of course, a Beverly Hills area code. I had one too. I was working with westsidegeorge.com. Okay, George, if you ever watch this video, then you know who I am, and I'm sorry we couldn't do serious work together, whatever. So guys, my purpose right now is simply like I just want to talk to you. This is a document. It's a visual document. Like right now, I'm hooked, among other things, on the movie, uh, The Number Nine. Right? There's a movie with the Number Nine is the title of the movie. Right? Now it's an animated movie. Some of you guys may be familiar with it. This is the Andy Warhol book I was talking about, kids. I'm not gonna send you this book. I made an offer on a previous video that if anyone, like, if you want to send me a comment and say something useful, or find to tell me about, like, if I ask a question again, does it say on the label of the weed that you're smoking, like, that this is like bad for mental health? So this, I want to read the back of this book again. I thought this was a native history book. I just love fictional history. It's one of the best. Like if you have someone like myself, for example, I could probably write a pretty good Third Reich, like Allied soldier caught behind the ranks type of, or infiltrating like Agent Provocateur, Saboteur type of book, spy novel, World War II type. So, winner of the Canadian Authors Association, I will send you this book. I'll write something in it for you. Tell me what to write, is as long as it's not pedophilic, right? Winner of the Canadian Authors Association Award for Nonfiction, emulating the circuitous tales told by his mother's relatives, the Goodyears of Newfoundland. Goodyears. So this is one of those iconic families here in Canada, iconoclastic. Dave McFarlane weaves the major events of the island's 20th century. So basically, this guy is like, I'll just tell you again, kids. As we speak, I'm forgetting what I'm saying, right? So this whole, like, this whole thing is like this. Like, believe it or not, I use this lamp. This is how weird it is. So I was mentioning the movie Nine. Like, I'm like a character from that movie right now. Like, I was telling my wife that when I get really big, I can either become a data scientist type of person or a fucking gangster. Like, so right now, because of this understanding we have, and like, so happy wife, happy life, regardless, guys, of what you do or what you do not do, regardless of what you say or do not say, regardless of how many, like, I don't like, I'm not in a position where I can talk about, well, what if a guy gives a woman all the money she needs? Because really, at the end of the day, women are practical and sensible creatures, and they do need security, and they do need a guy who basically loves them and things like this. So this is my new bag of weed. So I went through that whole spiel. I'm almost at 10 minutes here. So now I'm going to roll up and smoke some weed. I'm going to be like drunkkitchen.com. Yo, Hannah, what up? Yo, Hannah, what up? Yo, I don't even know if I subscribe to this lady. Hannah Hart, okay? AKA Hannah Farts. Guys, this is how bipolar and addicted I am. Like this thing right here. Like then I'll put I'll roll up the weed and put that in there. Guys, if I have, I told you I need to re-up my prescription, right? So I'll tell you what, like, and this thing, by the way, I mentioned earlier, you get from Dollarama. It's a roller. Ah, for the base of your neck. Now, you might see me like grinding my teeth and moving my head about it, just because what happens is THC. This is my theory. THC, people say, and I've heard it, that it's secreted from the base of your spine if you feel it tingling, and it becomes very uncomfortable. You have to stand up and move around, and that might be part of the whole point. My spine gets jammed up with THC. I have to twist it and turn it and do all kinds of things. Like this thing right here is great for me. Like it's a great tool. Like people see me with this kind of stuff and they're like, this guy's a wacko. I have like multiple sets of gloves just lying around because, by the way, both of these mini suitcases, I'm just telling you how I live and what life and my bipolar and mental health issue has forced me to, compounded with the fact that weed is an accelerator. Okay, it gives you like a lot of fucking power and strength and energy, but then if you are unfit, it just burns you out. Like, so your appetites have increased, your sexual appetite, your creative appetite, your thoughts, right? So with a bipolar person, you're spontaneously exhibiting these thoughts, and then with a psychotic person, you start to act out these fucking thoughts. These are filled with books. The books are up here. I'm in a constant state of reorganization with regards to my room, my life, everything. So as long as I have like this is to roll a joint on ostensibly, right? So hopefully I got rollies everywhere. I got rollies right here and a lighter. Like I just leave. Bipolar is also OCD, Orange County Detective, obsessive compulsive disorder. I just want to say don't seize the moment. Do not seize the moment. Okay? Seize the day. Carpe diem. Seizing the moment, first of all, there's no such effing thing. There's no such thing. Because it's gone. It's already gone. It's already gone. Like, Inna Allah yuhawlu bayna al-mar'i wa qalbi. Something like this. That Allah, God, exists between quote unquote a man and his heart. So when you register a stimulus and when it is actually represented in your brain creates some kind of picture based on the stimulus it's receiving. So this has like a one hitter in it and things like this. I've been telling my wife, and that's what I'm going to try and do right now. I was going to roll like rollies again, things like this, and then the one hitter. Right, so I was telling my wife that I'm going to be smoking out of the one hitter, right? Because what happens is with the bipolar stuff, this is the way that I figured it out. You have to smoke some weed. You have to do what the Rastas call re-upping the weed. Right, so this turned out to be a great video, pretty comprehensive. And my problem is that I go on and on, right? My problem is that I go on and on. So let's show you what 3.5 grams of weed looks like. Okay, 3.5 grams of weed is like that. Okay, it's a lot of weed. It's a lot of weed. Like there's nothing on this piece of paper, and I don't want to drop it or anything like this. Like I'm sorely tempted, like literally sorely tempted, as they say, to. I really want to actually smoke a joint. Like I've been having a really hard time, right, with people and with life in general. And oh, look at this. This is to me, these are signs. Like I just found money and another poppy that I rescued here. This is Canada, right? So don't cherry for Canadians, and then a cigar, and then thank you TD for the pens or whatever, guys. So I'm gonna roll a joint with the tobacco from the cigar. As far as the poppy is concerned, guys, like I honor poppy because I honor Canada. Like the maple leaf, a poppy is more or less a sacred and very well represented and loved and adored symbol of our country, just like the goddamn animal, the beaver. Right? So now, Don Cherry was right when he said, the late and great Don Cherry, like his career's dead, and I hope he's alive and kicking for many years to come. And Ron McLean, his co-partner on Canada Night Hockey Night Canada, I'm not a cocky guy, by the way, apart from the Vancouver Canucks back in like 2003 when they're actually making a run at the fucking cup. Or someone like Wayne Gretzky who's won the goddamn thing a couple of times or whatever. I don't know how many times. Right? Like the Maple Leafs, they're doing pretty good. Toronto Raptors, like my only question is why did Kawhi Leonard leave? He left because the Raptors, as they are now called and as we have named them, are shit. Blow Leafs, the go gays, right? Blow leaves, I mean, whatever. Like they're coming and going. They're doing okay as far as I know with regards to the basketball and the baseball and the fucking basketball, baseball, and the hockey. Hockey's doing okay because it's Canada. Thank God for that. But the Toronto Blue Jays, they spent like 150 million, 100 million, 50 million. I don't know. I hope it was that much because they got the best fucking batter in the league, second best pitcher in the league, something like this. Vlad, nice people. Gritero, like Española, Latino. Mi esposa es Española, see? Anyway, that's all shit. Not no one on the Jays is from Toronto apart from a couple of guys. And it's like they're total shit, just like big sports in general. Like the rule with big sports is if someone is this stupid, like you guys, the Jays fans and ticket holders of the Crafters, season ticket holders, you're gonna pay this franchise, American owned franchise, 80 to 90% of the players and certainly the owners, right? So now all the money goes to the States anyway. All of the antennas in Canada, satellite dishes are pointed south. Right? Just be grateful for people like Celine Dion and Jim Carrey and Alanis Morissette, right? And then Ryerson, like this guy from Van City. I forget, like these great Canadian actors, like Deadpool guy, Paul, Ryan Reynolds. So yeah, so I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna hit this one hitter for now, see how that goes, and maybe I won't roll a joint. That's usually what happens. I am jonesing for weed, but the problem is just like with your appetite for food, what happens is, see, this is like drug use. So now this channel will become 18A if YouTube has in the past, like youtube.com/ at sign a rational Muslim. That whole channel is 18A. They actually looked at some of the content. I'm in my Islamic center talking about the martyrdom of Imam Hussein, alayhi salam, the grandson of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him and his family. There's kids at my center, right? They turned me into a fucking pariah is what these goddamn little monsters did. I love kids. And that's why I get away with calling them monsters and little snotty nosed shitters, right? These goddamn kids. Because of them, I suppose, hundreds of people at my center watched my baked videos. Like I'm bipolar, like I may have may not I probably wasn't in fact smoking. I went to attend ceremonies like uh like celebrating the martyrdom of Imam Hussein. This is like what we live for, like Shias. Like a lot of the times, like believe it or not, we have, and I remind myself to put we come like basically you put out you have your head is uncovered, and then your elbows are also uncovered, and we come out of our houses in mourning and things like this. So yeah, you might be able to hear like some of the sound upstairs. That's my silly fucking roommates again. It's just this human ego kind of fucking thing that goes on and on and on. So yeah, like this whole thing, like so now this 7 grams of weed, okay, like the light, okay, so 7 grams of weed. This is a lot. Like if I was to pace myself, which is inshallah my goal and my intention, spotlight, hit the lights, please. Because the light's nice. Like you can see my face, and it adds like some kind of murder mystery magic to this madness, right? The madness and the foul realities of the year of our Lord. So these videos, I know this, and I've been saying this for years. They are therapy for me. These videos, these videos are everything for me, and it's not because, like, what it is something I call the law of opposites. It's not because I do love the comments and I live for the comments. Any kind of comment, by the way. Because if your natural reaction is this guy's total shit, I need to hear this. And this is how you learn from the likes and dislikes. And this is, I suppose, how there's no bad promotion in marketing. I do need more subscribers though, because people come to the channel, they don't take it seriously if you don't have a lot of subscribers. Although, if they come to the channel, what I really need is more. Well, I got them. God is great. Now that I think about it, I have one video with 2,100 views on this channel. At sign bipolar Muslim addict. So addicted to weed. I keep saying this. And if you have mental health issues and you smoke weed, that's on you. So now I was going to, like, it's like with fasting in Ramadan. A little bite of food usually quenches your hunger, but what happens is that people keep on, they just keep on eating, right? And it's like there's a limit to how much you can stuff your face and how much you want to stuff your face. There's a very scary saying of Prophet Muhammad that there is no container as evil for the son of Adam that he fills, no container the son of Adam fills that is more evil than your stomach. This is a very, like, one of those sayings that, like, puts the fear of God in you. Like, really, like, he has a saying like this, that on the day of judgment there'll not be a single one of the son of Adam who basically won't wish, they won't wish that they'll wish they hadn't earned more than they spent, something like this. Like, basically you're going to be held account to, with your money, with regards to this, like, how much money did you need and what did you do with the money you didn't need, and all of that you need to pay account for in any case. And everyone will be sad that they had that much, that they made that much money. You would have, you would, on the day of judgment, you'll be in a situation where you will prefer that you might have done with less. Like me, I'm a poor guy. Inna Allah ghani wa antumul fuqara. God is Inna Allah ghani wa antumul fuqara. God is rich and y'all are poor. Y'all are poor. So, guys, I like writing things down, as well as I'm in the process of creating a new podcast called, yo, I'll send you this movie, by the way. I've got lots of movies. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been, like, offering books. I really want to comment. Like, if you watch this, like, my whole thing is, like, nobody watches them. I realize this is what's going on. Like, so, surprise, surprise. I've known this for years. Like, as a writer who's publishing on Kindle, okay, only, it's like the YouTube statistics. Only 10% of people are gonna, who buy your book, are gonna consume the entire thing. 10% of people who watch it are only gonna watch 10%. These kinds of things, right? So again, these chronicles, then it just comes back to myself. Like, the animated movie Nine, the number nine, by the way, I highly recommend. God, my nose. Anyway, so last thing I'm gonna do here, I highly recommend it. It's on Netflix right now, and I look exactly like, I realize what's happened. Because when chasing monsters, you become a monster, but you become the same when chasing an idol. You become that person. And I was so fascinated by this fucking character in the movie Nine. Somebody sent me this shit. I don't know what it is. I thought it was from my so-called number one, self-professed number one YouTube fan, Giuseppe Morganti, aka Joe. Joe, thank you if this is from you. I've been trying to, like, I'm just like, I got time on my hands. I get a disability check from the government of Ontario because I've been without a fixed address for the last year. Instead of hustling for clients or working as a security guard or working as a forklift operator, for which I'm also licensed, or trying to do some kind of sales training or dog walking on Kijiji, I can build websites, I can write stuff for you, I can help you with resumes, these kinds of things. I try not to work with day to day people, but I guess I'm at this point where, like, listen, if you need a hand, I will offer you my services. Most people are too shy to ask, and I'm happy to help for free. In any case, that's what I do. Like, I'll help you for free until you see the value, in as much as is your resume getting you interviews. And at that point, yeah, like, this is great. Like, so, like, what are you gonna do, right? That's a win-win. I just don't like ashing all this ash on the floor, right? I just brushed it. I got a new carpet. Carpet is not new new. Nothing I have is new new. I don't believe in new new. Not really. Anyway, there you have it. And let's have a look at this. But before we do that, so yeah, coming up on 30 minutes, and I'll try and stop this video at exactly 30 minutes. That's what I've been doing. I've just been trying all kinds of things, and that's what happens. I mean, that's the good thing. I want to write a book called The Art of Failure, among many other books I want to write. I want to write a book called The Way of the Weed, as in marijuana. I want to write a book called The Law of Opposites. I want to write a book called The Law of Consequence. The Law of Consequence is like this. It's really great. It's one of my new speeches. Because in my bipolar deliriums and creating content and blogging, and then like I'm working on new blog posts, and they're amazing. I got a bunch of them. I have like a many more videos than I have watched of my own, and like titled correctly. I don't even know where they are on my computer. I've lost computers and phones full of videos. Oh wow, the New Testament and Christian stuff. Well, Christian people came through to me. Basic elements of Christian life. Like this is amazing. Like I thought my friend Joe said, I had like right now one of my arrests recently. My God, the recovery version of the Bible with a bookcase. Like I need that. Like yeah. So City of Angels, if you're interested, like I will go to the UPS store when I have $10 and I'll send it to you. And if it costs $20, then whatever. Like or maybe I'll just burn it online. Like it's unopened. Like whatever. Like it's just what it is putting out feelers. Like I'd like to get to know you if you're watching this. I'd like to get to help you with your marketing, like as a pretext for why I would know you. Like this thing is so beautiful. This is why I know that Christians are the best marketers. This kind of stuff. This came in the mail. It does not again in the basic elements. So you start with the books. It's got brochure within a business card within all of that or whatever it is, right? And yes, if they ask you for some, haven't seen anything asking for money anywhere. By the way, this is how it's done. So now I don't see the name of the Bible Society that sent this anywhere. And so I guess as a duty, I gotta hunt it out now and talk these guys. Bibles for Canada. What do you say? What do you know? Bibles for Canada. So like this is a beautiful thing. So the New Testament recovery version. So you can open this book anywhere. Okay, chapter 6 between children and parents. I don't know. Oh, this is Ephesians. I don't know if this is the New Testament or the Old Testament. I believe it is Philippians, Colossians. It looks like it's the New Testament. Yeah. So the New Testament is. Oh yeah, it's all the New Testament. Children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. So I I'm gonna tell you what. Like this may have saved my faith. This whole thing. I had another. Yeah. I'm sorry, sweetie, and I'm sorry, all Christian listeners. I'm just a basket case. Like Prophet Muhammad said that if you keep offending people, what to say of injuring them and fighting them and shouting at them, like I punch people, I've been arraigned up on assault charges, I've got bail papers here somewhere. Guys, if you keep assaulting people or offending people and apologizing, then 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 this is not the way. Then you're making fun of God and his prophet. So I'm coming up on 30 minutes. I have another Bible here somewhere. I'll just show you really quick. This Bible, I was going down the wrong path. This is the King James Version, and I will still continue to work on this, by the way, now that I'm thinking of it. Tales of Blasphemy and Unbelief. I believe I wrote it in the back. Tales of Blasphemy and Unbelief. This is how you get stuff done, guys. It's going to be a Muslim account of the Bible versus do I start getting into this one and I put this one on the table for later. So yeah, coming up on the end of the half hour here, guys. Thank you for watching and tuning in. I'd like to do this kind of thing live someday. I'd like to sing and play my ukulele and things like this, teach you how to play the guitar. Right now, I'm focused on trying to hit this on the zero Second button, talk to you soon, over and out. Zaidi boy.